Okay, we'll get started. Thank you again for joining me. For those of you on and those of you who are going to watch the replay, again, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to educate yourself, learn something different, learn something new from a different perspective. Maybe it's something that's connecting dots for you, whatever it might be. Hats off to you for taking the time to do that and investing in yourself. Again, happy Friday for everybody. I know everyone's kind of got a lot of busy things going on Fridays, and again, I'm excited to share a couple little tidbits that's kind of been reoccurring lately, just kind of in my everyday life, not myself personally, but what I'm experiencing and noticing. And that's usually around this time of the year, we get a little bit more sick. And that's kind of just the specific topic I wanted to go over is, what is sickness? What is actually happening in the body? Can you do to reduce sickness or reduce symptoms, whether it's a mild allergy, a cough, a cold, a flu, whatever it might be, kind of give you some answers, at least a different perspective that, again, go research yourself, connect some dots. I'm just here to kind of share what I've learned and what's worked for me over the years. And obviously want to get back to you guys and just give you maybe a few pointers, a few tips, and a few questions to ask yourself. If you're feeling a certain way and you're tired of it, if you're thinking a certain way and you're tired of it, if you're always getting sick and you're tired of it, there's always options on how to improve. So kind of pretty much off the bat, the human body is very incredible at healing itself. And I think we all know that, whether we have a cut on our leg and a wound just closes up and heals, whether we break a bone, we put a cast on, but the bone heals itself. And that's the same thing that really goes for illness. When we get sick, we underestimate the body completely to heal itself. And as soon as that, temperature goes up to 99, or all of a sudden you got a little scratchy throat, we end up start popping, ibuprofen, Tylenol, cough drops. You've got different anti-congestant medications, and what you're doing, you're pretty much trying to plug every hole in a sinking ship by that time. And what really is happening is your body's trying to detox itself. And it's an interesting concept to think about because most people think you're sick. Oh, I touched my hand on a dirty handle and I got some kind of bacteria. Sure, you can get sick that way, but at the same time, it's not just that. Your body has gotten so riddled with toxins, inflammation, acidic cells, a thing called acidosis, stagnant lymph fluid, mucus, all kinds of different things that the body just gets clogged. And we become a clogged vessel and we start sinking. And every time we start sinking, we try to put a hand over the holes, and those are Band-Aids. Not just the Band-Aids you put on your leg and your arm, but also the Band-Aids you put to reduce a fever, which in reality, the body's heating itself up in order to detox what's accumulated. Remember, what you don't eliminate, you accumulate. So it's just kind of a different perspective you can take. Next time you might feel under the weather, instead of reaching for Tylenol right away, I know it's an easy, quick Band-Aid, instead of reaching for some kind of NyQuil right away, which will help you sleep, again, a quick fix medicine, start trying to figure out what's the cause of this. How has my diet been? What's going on in the environment? How clean is my water, for example? How am I over-consuming processed foods too much? Why is this happening? And you kind of now switch from the Band-Aid to the root cause, and that's the biggest thing. And most people don't think of it that way. Again, they want the quick temporary fix so they can get back to work the next day. Well, really all their body's trying to do is scream at them and tell them we need to recover, rest, and detox. And that's why for me, a daily thing now is, how can I detox? The human body human blood has over 2,000 chemicals currently in it on average. That's a lot of different chemicals, from the water you drink, from the food you eat, the pesticides, the cleaning products. You've got EMF radiation from cell phones, microwaves, Wi-Fi towers. The list keeps going. And so every day you can't see it or feel it, you're bombarded with toxins. And, that's one thing that I had to come to realization this year. You need to detox. You have to get it out. And I always thought a detox was a shot of wheatgrass once a month. That was nothing. That was to negate the probably acidic meal I had that morning, let alone the bottled water I used to drink that afternoon. So when you start flipping your mindset to, oh, I'm going to get sick, maybe it should be, nope, I'm going to prevent that by detoxing, because anything you accumulate inside of you from diet, from water, from the environment, the air that you breathe, the smog, even negative thoughts. We forget negative thoughts are actually acidic. That's kind of a new concept to me. Is obviously what you think becomes your body, but even a stressful thought will create acid in the body, which makes the body more prone to sickness and even disease if you don't take care of it. So if you're constantly getting sick, fatigued, tired, it's instead of going for the 4 more Tylenol or the 2 more servings of NyQuil or the other over-the-counter products that really have so many side effects and consequences that are very scary, start kind of doing it in a simple way. Try to cut out certain things when you feel like, it's maybe fall or winter and flu season's going around. And, personally for me, I haven't been sick in 4 years. Haven't been sick in 4 years. And, for me, I don't really think about it, but it's when I have family and friends and, players, clients, coaches all tell me that they're under the weather. They came down with a bug. They're sick. They're stressed out. I mean, that, at first I would think, well, that sucks. But now it's, gosh, I feel for them, but I want to help them. I want to give them some ideas on how to prevent that and how to boost their immune system through fasting, through juicing, through just simple products, superfoods and things like that. And that's really helped me improve this year. And over the years, even the times I have gotten sick was stomach poisoning, food poisoning, from an animal product meal. And I remember it. And luckily I had my Kangen water, which you guys have probably seen many times. And that actually, taking a little shot of the 2.5 pH water, it killed all bacteria. So again, that was maybe a 30-minute stint of discomfort, but that's about it. And, like I said, I dealt with ulcerative colitis. I was dealing with chronic inflammation throughout my joints. I couldn't get rid of turf toe. I was getting eczema. I mean, I thought I was a healthy guy, but I wasn't. And, obviously changing the water is the number one big thing for me, to make sure that the water I'm drinking is detoxing me daily, which is unbelievable. The fact that you can actually, every sip you take of this water, it actually goes in and donates an electron, antioxidants or electrolytes, whatever you want to call them, in a natural way. It donates the electron to a free radical cell. And over time, those free radicals build up, toxins form, and if not eliminated, you accumulate it. The first stages are fever, cold, flu, sinus infection, not minor things, but things we don't want. But over time, you get autoimmune, you get chronic disease, you get, arthritis, fibromyalgia, different diabetes. I mean, it just keeps going because the body's accumulated too much. And so if you're relieving, if you're detoxing, if you're getting rid of, now you're not only going to lose weight, which is obviously something everyone wants to do, but you're going to wring out your sponge. And when that sponge just wrings out, you can actually pull in more good stuff with less. I always say less is more. So, just the big key points. If you keep getting sick every summer or every winter, every fall, if you're getting the flu, again, I don't personally recommend or take flu shots. That's my preference on my research I've done. If you have questions on and anything like that, direct message me privately. But I don't take any flu shots. I've threw out my over-the-counter medications about 4 years ago. And now I rely on my Kangen water, juicing, superfoods from a company called Purium. A ton of fruit, vegetables, obviously a plant-based diet, with tremendous health benefits. I take CBD. I also take Ormus. I take different turmeric supplement. It can keep going, but I'll slowly keep sharing those things. But just remember, it's not what you accumulate, it's what you eliminate. Make sure you're cleaning your body every day as best you can. Fruits are the best astringent. They actually go in and bind with all that gunk that makes you sick. That's why I'm always, become such a big fruit fan. Obviously, prior to my years, I wasn't. It was more of a basic standard American diet, I guess you would call it. But fruit are very good. Juicing is very good, even fasting, and things like that. So next time, don't fight your fever. Don't chase your cold. And don't freak out over the flu. Just remember that your body's just detoxing, and you've got to give it more water, more fruit, and things like that to let it kind of do its thing. But once that illness passes, maybe that next day really commit to making some changes. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. So again, want to keep it simple, just going over one topic. I'm going to be doing these hopefully once a week, called a Cobcast. And I look forward again to sharing just more dots I can help you connect. It's fun. I enjoy doing it, and it's always good to get the reaction back of people that are trying to juice for the first time, or are maybe fasting for 24 hours, or a couple of my buddies went on a 2-day fruit fast. Only eat fruit because of me, and that's not about me. It's good to inspire others, because the reactions after that are very profound. They're powerful, and they mean a lot, and so it's always a win-win. So again, share this information, share this video, and I'm excited to keep posting more and more.